How are you guys doing? This one's called What I Thought of Paul Thorpe Questions Anthony Ferrer, the Timepiece Gentleman Live. Now, Paul Thorpe, he forgot to put his headphones on or some darn thing with his headphones. But really, it worked out well for him because he could use that as an excuse, right? If anybody said he was too soft or something, he could use, I couldn't hear a word that Anthony Ferrer was saying. So really, it worked out well for him. In the end, I think the headphone excuse was pretty good. So it was a way for him to get out of any kind of blame or anything for anything he did wrong. And the thing is, a video such as this, you got to know that Paul Thorpe's got to be politically correct. You know he's going to set out to be politically correct because he's for secondhand watch dealers. Like secondhand watch dealers advertise on his channel. He interviews secondhand watch dealers. He does like live feeds with secondhand watch dealers, so he's going to be on the side of secondhand watch dealers. And you listen to Paul Thorpe talk, he's for secondhand watch dealers. He's a former one himself. And another thing about Paul Thorpe is he's very gypsy-like. Like you look at his haircut, you look at his clothes, he's got like stripes on his clothes and unusual clothes. He's very gypsy-like. And just everything about him is very gypsy-like. And the cheap signs he's got on his garage wall, is everything about him so gypsy-like. He's like a gypsy that made money selling watches. So that's weird about him. I don't know. It's like the authorities. He doesn't like the cops. He's annoyed with cops. And everything is so gypsy-like with him. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just something that's you notice about Paul Thorpe. I'm not saying it's really a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. And some of his closest friends seem very gypsy-like too. So take that as you want. But anyway, this Anthony Ferrer, he was more or less saying that he spends a lot of money making YouTube videos, letting people watch them for free. On YouTube, nobody watches a video for free. Nobody watches my videos for free. Nobody watches anything on YouTube for free. People are subjected to advertising. They're subjected to this all the time. They're given their time. They're not watching anything for free. I don't think of anybody watching any of my stuff for free. They've come across an advertisement somewhere along the lines. They're not watching nothing for free. So the guy is saying that people's watching his stuff for free and all that, I don't agree with that. He's wrong. And I think that Paul Thorpe, I think he was overly prepared. That's only my impression. I think he was overly prepared. And I think it would have been a better interview if he would have just see what Anthony Ferrer has to say and then base his questions in the interview on what he was saying. But Paul Thorpe just had a very structured, he already had it all structured. I guess that goes back to being politically correct and pleasing whoever advertised on his channel, not really stepping on anybody's toes and just being careful that way. And if that's the way he wants to do it, then that's fine, I guess. But I think I would have just let's see what Anthony Ferrer has to say and then question him on what he says. So that's the way I would have done it, but what the heck, right? But I don't know, I would have questioned him, I would have said to him, do you take steroids? Do you take Adderall? Because medical doctors, they think you do. Some medical doctors think that you're on steroids, you take Adderall. So I would question him on that, really. I think I'd question him on things like that because why not piss him off a bit, right? You might get some truth out of him. Piss him off. And he might just get mad and leave. So it might be a good interview, right? You got to have something. You can't have it all kind of like you're going to sit there and think, this is the way it's going to go, everybody. You got to have a little bit of spontaneity in it, I think. Like, piss him off. What the heck's wrong with that? Oh, well. You can always walk away from the interview if he gets mad. You always get mad and leave. It'll probably get more views. But Anyway, I think Paul Thorpe, given what he does, he's on the side of secondhand watch dealers and all that. So I guess he did all right. I don't see any secondhand watch dealers really mad about the interview. So I guess he accomplished what he wanted to do with that regard. some people might have said he was too soft on that, but he's got a good excuse. He couldn't hear nothing, so he's got a great excuse. He couldn't hear anything. He had everything all redone, and not redone. He had everything planned out to the T, so that's what you got. So that's what I think of Paul Thorpe Questions Anthony Farrer, the Timepiece Gentleman Live. So thank you very much, you guys, and talk again soon.